What is going on? We back at it with the finale for part one of the finale. I'm saying, putting this bitch up in two parts. You know what I'm saying? Of the top 5 strongest in the multiverse beyond Dragon Ball Super. It's been a long day. Let me stop. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Last episode, cooler, caught the fade. You know what I'm saying? In spectacular fashion. Dragon Cannon. Hey, my dad, Sparking Zero. Like a month and a half away from that game coming out, bro. Oh my god. Can't wait. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but now it's just Vegeta and Frieza. Well, Goku, hey man, go hit the stands with everybody else, the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Weez, beers, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Get some nachos. Those fuck popcorn, and yeah, enjoy the show. Now it's up because like if Vegeta is more tired than Frieza in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight off 2 niggas. Didn't he fuse for yeah, he is more tired, so we'll see how long he can hold out. You know what I'm saying? Senzu being, God forbid he gets a Senzu being. GG. But yeah, Frieza, no more, man. My goat will end this. But anyway, hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Vote 3K. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channels, link in the description. And of course, subscribe to Alex to get bro to freaking 2 million subscribers. W ratio. But anywho, have on in. I'm yours. The final battle, Vegeta versus Frieza. Until we meet again. And I'm this ancient evil awakens. What the fuck?
As our story now continues, following the initial events of Angel Goku being shown having to completely obliterate Cooler, as this only now just leaves Vegeta open to battle against Frieza by himself, to which upon Vegeta now being shown having to address Frieza was when Vegeta then went on to respond. After all these years, Frieza, how does it feel knowing that the same monkeys that you look down upon are the very ones who are going to seal your fates? And despite all of your efforts of trying throughout the years, I will not grant you a swift and painless death, Frieza.
Enjoy every last second of this.
Don't get the wrong idea either, you fool. You are not fighting Kakarot here, Frieza, and therefore, I will not offer you the same chance for redemption like he would. Your fate was sealed the moment you crossed my people, coward. So don't mistake this for just another fight, because this is going to be an execution, and I'm the executioner, Frieza. I was a prince whose destiny was to become king, and you turned me into a slave instead. You've mocked my bloodline and have caused too much pain, and the time for you to pay for each and every single one of your actions is now. You took my childhood and turned it into a living nightmare, Vegeta went on to then continue. And as a child, I had to witness my people be subjected into becoming mindless puppets for you to control. And you drove them all into an early grave while you sat back and watched them all die, you
And he was laughing with a smile on his face. That's what I'm saying.
In watching all of them suffer, didn't you? The scars of my childhood and the wounds that you've inflicted have never healed, but they are, however, what make me
gonna heal today.
I am that is standing before you today. And the young prince you once knew is gone, replaced by a warrior with only one singular mission: your destruction. And you and I both know that you aren't going to be escaping, and since I'm going to take my time in making sure that you suffer for every bit of what you've done, not even a miracle will save you from what's about to happen here, Frieza. With Frieza then responding,
Bro said, put my hands up.
And no good dirty animal. Do you honestly expect for me to believe that this form of yours is going to last all the way through until the very end against me? I don't buy it, Vegeta. You were always second best no matter what it was, Vegeta. You were
All
always
right.
second to Goku, second to your father, and most importantly, you were always and will forever always be second to me, Saiyan. I don't
his last
fear
words.
you. In the years that followed, the universe has long forgotten about your race, Vegeta. And once I'm done with you, they'll forget about you in time as well. I've grown stronger, Saiyan, more than you could ever possibly imagine. And so even if you've climbed the ranks into becoming who and what you are today, to me, you will always be a sniveling little servant of mine, monkey. And no amount of destroyer power will ever come in between us to change that. Ask yourself this: what if you can't manage to get the job done against me, Saiyan? What if you somehow fall short and doom yourself into oblivion? Then what? Well, I'll tell you, Vegeta, then it'll all be destroyed. The cries of your loved ones will be a sweet symphony to my ears once I'm through with you and Goku. There's
Look
a
at
sense
your
of
brother
pride and
already
justice
in the
with
afterlife.
your
You
family
talking
being
cash money
slaves
shit?
to the very
It's
thing
crazy.
which you oppose. Ironic, don't you think? You and your family are going to feel my wrath decades in the
Bro, Goku is smoking on your brother right now, bro. On that cooler pack right now, bro. What are you talking about? He talking cash money shit, bro.
making, Vegeta. But this isn't going to stop here. Oh no. Because I will go on to make sure that those pesky Universe 6 Saiyans are next on my list to destroy.
You lead them out of
Vegeta.
this.
And it will be done. My contingency plan to eradicate you all doesn't stop and will not stop until all Saiyans across every corner of every universe are destroyed forever. You Saiyans are not designed to fight forever, and you know it, monkey, whereas me and my kind, on the other hand, are. And that is why we are not the same, Saiyan. I can fight for as long as I need to, whereas you worthless monkeys are limited by your own power. And that's what will be your downfall, Frieza continues. You and your self-healing and ridiculous destructive abilities will not win you the day, especially not now, Vegeta.
You're
and
talking.
Do you want to know
Chitty
why
chat.
you won't win? Because by the time you realize the error of your ways by trying to punish me in battle, you will only be making me stronger in the process. Punishing me by restricting yourself is not the same as having me punish you, just like I did on Namek. Do you remember? You are the only one who is looking to inflict pain here, Vegeta. And just like how I ended your life on planet Namek, the same will be done here on Earth as well.
Nigga, this ain't Namek though.
Once I walk away as the last one standing between us will be the moment where I will make you watch as this world will burn into an oblivion.
You brought
just
bomb into
like
this?
planet Vegeta
Hey.
once burned with everyone on it. And
Hey, I gotta say it, bro. Don't touch his bomber, bro. That's his bomber, bro. All Beerus did was smack her ass, bro. If you, and that was Beerus. If he does anything to bomber, that nigga gon' crash the fuck out, bro.
And before I enslave
Oh
your
my
pathetic
God.
children just as I once enslaved you, I will make sure to take great
enslave
liberty
Trunks
in
and Bulma
slaughtering
too?
your wife before I slaughter your kids, Vegeta. And I can't wait to hear them scream along the way as they...
It's like they just want to see niggas crash out, bro. What's wrong with these villains, man? What's wrong with them, bro? Do they not know these niggas get rage amps? Nigga, did you not know? Speaking of Namek, nigga, you know what you did to Krillin? And look what happened after that. Why would you do that, bro? If he, oh my god, anyway.
suffered too. Now, I'm not quite sure on if I want to give them all a quick and painless death, or if I should take my time and listen to them beg for mercy, but either way, they're next. And if you think that you have what it takes to outlast
That
what's
nigga
coming,
about to
then
beat
you
the
have
dog
another
shit
thing
out of
coming,
you.
God monkey. My brother was only but a piece to this puzzle of mine, and now that we've weakened the two of you, this is where it ends. Now go on and do your worst, Vegeta, because I am going to tear you apart the moment we. But then it would only now.
You talking too fucking much. Chit chat chat, cause you said too much. Come here, bitch. Ooh.
Frieza in the face was when Vegeta then went on to shout, I've heard enough out of that mouth of yours, Frieza. Now let's settle this once and for all. As Beerus went on to then chime in, yes, excellent, Vegeta, just as I taught you. Frieza's tormented that Saiyan for years, and now that Vegeta has finally got a hold of Frieza with nowhere left for him to run off
it's time to get it back in blood, bro.
Towards Frieza will be a sight to behold, to which upon Vegeta now being shown knocking Frieza away was when Akuma then went on to chime in, well, your bias as being the mortal's teacher aside, God of Destruction, what makes you so sure of your protege's ability to withstand and survive Frieza's onslaught even now that he's more exhausted? With Beerus responding, because despite whether Vegeta is shown to be exhausted or not, his burning desire to annihilate Frieza takes full precedent over anything else, and that is what gives Vegeta the edge in this fight. So this is more than just a fight between them, Beerus continues. It's the universe's way of balancing the scales in seeing which one of them deserves the right to live and which one of them deserves to be destroyed. With Whis chiming in, and under your tutelage, Vegeta has not only grown in strength, but also appears to have grown in his character too. Vegeta's ruthlessness and the power he's wielding now mirrors the very essence of destruction, and your influence is unmistakable, Lord Beerus. And especially in the way Vegeta is shown fighting, it's quite the improvement and a very good one, if I may add. To which upon Mastered Ultra Ego Vegeta now shown having to unleash a barrage of attacks on Frieza was when Whis went on to then continue, and after having to take a much closer look, I believe Vegeta's evolution is a testament to both his indomitable will as a warrior and the effectiveness of your training as a god that has created the ultimate fighting machine in Vegeta, and who better than him, of course, with Beerus then responding, indeed, but I want you to level with me here, Whis, and tell me, do you see Frieza winning, or does Vegeta have Frieza's number for good? With Whis responding, well, unless Frieza is able to pull something out of his bag of tricks and try and stop Vegeta in his tracks, then I don't see any other outcome where Vegeta loses this fight to Frieza, my lord. To which all the while as Black Frieza was then shown having to have his back be slammed up against the mountain was when Vegeta then went on to shout,
fight back, nigga.
Your screams is like music to my ears.
You know what I'm saying?
And I can't get enough of it because I want to hear you scream some more, you fool. Does it hurt, Frieza? Does it hurt
Make him suffer.
You're going to die again? Does it? You know, I really like that Saiyan's battle attitude a lot, Yoshido went on to then respond. He definitely reminds me of Budo here, and so now I'm curious on if we'll have the chance to fight this mortal along with Goku if he decides to tag him in against us. But what do you think, Grand Minister? Do you think that we can add the Destroyer Saiyan onto the chopping block against us, or what? Well, although the thought of having Vegeta partake in battle against the Five is certainly an interesting one to consider, the Grand Priest went on to respond, and it's best if we wait and hold off on that answer until this is over, for there is much that needs to be discussed for once this fight is finished. To which within that very moment, as Mastered Ultra Ego Vegeta was now shown cutting right through one of the mountains as Frieza went on to teleport out of the way, was when Vegeta then went on to shout, why, you little weasel, of course you try and avoid me, but you can't run and try and avoid the inevitable forever. You know you can't hide, and so come on out and face what you had coming, coward. But then it was only
is that a rock? Not a big ass rock. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at, oh shit.
The only thing that you and I both know that is inevitable here is the outcome of this battle, which we both know will end with your head firmly
Frieza, use rock smash.
My feet, monkey. Now why
this
don't you just die
throw
already and put an end to your meaningless attempts to destroy me, Vegeta? Not until you are erased from the annals of history, Frieza. And if you think that my end will come as a result of mere rocks being thrown at me, then you have another thing coming, fool. Which, as Vegeta was now shown having to effortlessly smash his way
it'll take
through,
is one Hakai.
on to chime in, I know you see it, Takira, and as resilient and as persistent as this Vegeta is, what do you see taking place by the end of this fight. Will the Saiyan be destroyed despite his efforts of making this Frieza pay for his past? Or will the Destroyer Saiyan finally be done with him for good? With Takira responding, the Saiyan will not falter under any of the circumstances that he will find himself in against Frieza, but for as far as I am able to look into this battle, this Frieza will momentarily tap into a surprising level of power that may or may not turn the tides against the Saiyan permanently, depending on if he can sustain it, but we will see. The Saiyan's aim is to
mean surprising level of power, cuz?
As a way to atone for the sins of their past, to which upon Frieza now being shown firing multiple energy blasts was when Frieza then went on
What do you
to
mean by
shout,
that?
"Oh, damn you! What will it take, Vegeta? Why must you continue to defy me? Why won't you just accept your fate and let the universe move on from your tribe of savages? Because
nigga, you're the savage.
Different outcome
Anyway.
for our futures this time, Frieza." To which once again, with none of Frieza's energy blast being shown having to have any sort of effect on Vegeta,
Eat that for
when
breakfast,
Frieza
nigga.
went on
Yum,
to
yum.
quickly respond, but how? Why are none of my attacks having any effect on him? He should be tired, weaker than he was before, so how come he isn't taking any damage? In which with Vegeta seconds later being shown having to retaliate
Put
by
them hands
hitting
up.
Frieza in the stomach, was when Vegeta then quickly went on to respond, "Because I want you to feel every bit of the pain you've caused as
Hey,
a
right in
way
the
for you
sternum.
to pay for the sins of the nightmare that you put me and my people through, coward. The chains you kept wrapped around my neck for years will be the same ones that I used to strangle the life out of you. No, not unless I use them to choke the life out of you first." Frieza then quickly went on to respond, "On my honor, Saiyan, I will stop at nothing to have this moment against you."
First of all, Frieza. Nigga, what honor? What honor you got, nigga? Let me know. Matter of fact, let us all know. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, big bro. What honor you got, fam? All the shit you and did. You don't have any. That nigga threw that shit out when he was born. That nigga threw the honor out the window, cuz.
It was as
Honor?
it was
I don't need that.
dynamic, and it will be just as it was then, now, Vegeta. You died then, and you will die here and now.
See, why you
It's
bringing up
what?
old shit, bro? This ain't Namek, bro. This not Namek.
Frieza, what's the matter?
Yeah.
I thought you said you'd do to me just as you had once done on planet Namek all those years ago.
Ate that.
Well, what's stopping you? Is it fear? It is, isn't it? Because now you're starting to see
your
firsthand
fear,
that the more
Frieza.
damage that my body takes, the stronger I become and the more violent this will get. With Beerus then responding, "That's right, Saiyan. Show him what being a student of a destroyer god truly feels like. Rip that fool apart and unleash onto him the full force of everything that I've taught you, Vegeta. Show no mercy. Use
Cobra
the
Kai.
essence of who you are at your core and sink your teeth into that monster's soul and rip him apart, Vegeta." That Frieza sure is hammering away, but it doesn't look like it's having much of an effect on the Destroyer mortal, which only makes me want to
Broski
fight this
eating them
guy
licks.
that much more. Yoshida went on to then respond, "Well, you might as well just give your hopes up here because our battle is to be concluded with Goku first before anything." Akuma then went on to respond, "So don't even think
Oh,
about
he used
charging
headbutt.
in down there to fight them." With Vegeta then having to chime in, "Good, that's it. Just like that, Frieza. Go on. I know this isn't all that you could hit me with now, is it? How sad. Maybe, just maybe if you start begging for your life, I might stop to consider making your death quick, but then again, watching you squirm is far too satisfying. You should thank me after I break you, Frieza, because you won't need to worry about being the emperor of anything once I'm done with you." But it looks like Frieza had enough, because upon Frieza now being shown having to headbutt Vegeta was when Frieza then went on to shout, "Enough, you monkey! I am not your entertainment!"
Oh, yes, you are.
Little do you know that you are.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, you are.
I'm loving every bit of this bloodbath, but tell me, aren't you, Frieza? Isn't this what you wanted? Isn't this why you decided to come back? which within that very moment, as Vegeta was now shown retaliating with a headbutt of his own, was when Vegeta went on to continue. You should have kept your distance and remained
not by the head. Now he's holding his head, bro.
Never live to have that chance to plan from the shadows ever again. Not while I'm around. With Whis responding, well, I will say that this is quite the personal battle between these two, and to think that it would even come down to this is truly something. But the more Frieza continues to push, the more motivated Vegeta becomes. Which in the meantime, when then making our way back on over to Goku,
see what kind of surprising level of power this nigga got.
Again was when Goku then went on to say to himself, oh, this angel form is unlike anything I've ever had the chance to experience before, and so I have to get better at wielding this power without the need of having to go back into a cooldown period for my body and mind to rejuvenate. And if the angels like Whis can harness this power seamlessly without the need to go into a rest period, then so can I, Goku continues.
That's the spirit.
It's just a matter of time and perseverance before I am able to reach this point of full and absolute control without losing it.
And then nobody's fucking with you.
Period may be a slight limitation for now, but just like every other form that I was able to master, one day this too will be something that I fully master, especially the more I train with Whis. And as powerful as that angel form was, there is still a long way for me to go, Goku then continues. But at least
still
I know
levels
that
to
I
this
was
shit.
able to do what no other warrior before me could. And so mastering this with full control is my next goal. But I'm not the only one, because Vegeta's evolution is truly beyond anything that I ever would have expected to come from him, especially since I've been away. This destroyer form is everything that Lord Beerus had taught him, Goku then continues. That raw intensity that Vegeta showed on Granola's planets has been fully refined and honed in ways that I never thought would have been possible. And he's so much more dangerous and far more deadly than he ever was before. And the last time
compassion, mercy? Hell no, that's out the window.
He was shown becoming a Majin a long time ago, and it's truly amazing. With Akuma then having to chime in, I'm starting to wonder if that Destroyer Saiyan can continue to hold out at the pace which he continues to fight in currently. You can clearly see that his body is starting to get tired, but there's something about his will to punish Frieza that only continues to fuel his passion to fight. Interesting. With Budo then responding, oh, what a joke. All this because he wants to torture the lizard. Why not just end it all in one shot instead of trying to humiliate his victim? Oh, how annoying.
Because you don't know, bro.
These Saiyans and their pride. With Yoshido then responding, now hold on there,
Budo.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Had Goku beat, but then ultimately had wanted to continue to make him suffer for daring to challenge us.
Shout out to Yoshido, bro.
Here, Budo, with Budo then shouting, oh, don't you even dare, Yosh. That was different, to where these two, on the other hand, have a personal gripe with one another, whereas ours was to remind Goku of his place. Then it's really no different here, Akuma then went on to respond, except Frieza has been the direct cause of a lot of their problems here in the 7th, which is why this Vegeta wants to make him suffer for everything that he's done.
And make him suffer.
I refuse to believe that this is truly happening to me, Frieza then went
no
on
nigga
to say
believe
himself, especially not against Vegeta, so why can't I hurt him? Why isn't he dropping out of that form of his? Oh, there's got to be something that I can do to get him to break. A crack in his armor, a moment of doubt, something. I need to find the source of what drives him and use that against him if I hope to finally finish this monkey off.
Nigga, it's you. It's you, nigga.
Why is this destroyer form of his so different than what I've seen him use against me before? No one is invincible, not even the gods themselves, Frieza continues. Vegeta must have some kind of a weakness to this power that he is using, and I must find out what it is before it's too late. That serum I've taken must still be able to grant me more than what I am shown wielding now against Vegeta. And if Goku's abilities were also passed down into allowing for me to use it, then I must do what he did and relax. If that stupid no good rotten monkey can pull out.
If this nigga, I think I said this in one of my videos, bro. If this nigga taps into Ultra Instinct, bro, look at him, not Frieza fucking doing this. Look at this, not Frieza. not Frieza trying to low-key calm down and relax.
Miracles out of his circus hats, then surely I can be able to do what he did, and that's wield the same power that he wields. I must. And if I can relax myself to the point of potentially being able to wield this, then it's lights out for Vegeta once and for all. But I can't do it if I'm under this much stress. I must find a way to relax my mind and my body if I hope for this to work. To which upon mastered Ultra Ego Vegeta, now shown attempting to kick Frieza, with Frieza now being shown vanishing, was when Vegeta then went on to shout, "What are you doing, you fool? Are you sleeping? You're dreaming if you think that I'd let you take a nap during the middle of our battle." But then, it was only from out of nowhere to Vegeta.
Headshot.
Straight energy blast was now shown, striking Vegeta in the face, with Frieza then responding, "Don't grow too confident, Saiyan. Every strength has a weakness, and although your power is great, Vegeta, so is my intellect, and intelligence is what always prevails in the end, monkey.
If
so
this
you may
nigga
have the edge now, but war is a game of patience and strategy, and I intend to play it out until the very end. My ancestors conquered entire galaxies with an iron fist that ruled over all, while your race of brain-dead apes were still learning how to harness fire, Saiyan. So you can puff your chest out all you want. In the end, the innate superiority of my race will be the deciding factor in our battle. I was born to lead, to reign supreme over everything, while you were born to kneel, serve, and most of all, obey, Saiyan.
Right.
The inherent genius of my species that will ensure my victory, just as it always was when we waged war, Vegeta. Remember the days when I stood over you all, Vegeta? Well, history has a delightful way of repeating itself, because today will once again only prove to be another day in where I do it again.
Not this time.
To see how quickly you've forgotten the hierarchy of the universe, and so here's a reminder. You might have ascended beyond the gods, but the universe has always favored my kind over yours. So do yourself a favor and remember your place as my slave, Saiyan. But then, it was only during the middle of Vegeta being shown having to endure each and every single one of Frieza's attacks, to where Vegeta had now gone as far as to power up, with Beerus then responding, "Yes, just like that, Vegeta. Remember what you've learned about channeling your pain. You are far above such feeble things, and so now humiliate that bastard and show him why you are above all of his best efforts of trying to destroy you. Over my dead body, you monster. Your pathetic attacks are nothing compared to the power of a destroyer, Saiyan. Destructive Storm." Hey, wait a minute, Primal Goku, and
that's Nappa shit.
That technique be done before.
Nappa.
Wow, but of course. I knew that looked familiar because it is. That was one of Nappa's moves when he went and used that against us. Wow. Well, who would have known that Vegeta would use this now and refined it to suit his destroyer form? Wait, what is this wave of energy and where is it coming from? Oh no, it's the same technique that he used against our fusion, Black Frieza then went on to shout. To which seconds later, within that moment, as Vegeta's destructive storm was now shown having to overtake Frieza completely, was when Beerus went on to chime in. Well, who knew that I'd be so into a battle like the one that I am watching take place now? And I love every second of watching that little worm suffer. That's what he gets for attempting to defy the natural order of the universe without being put back in his place. Oh, bullseye!
This pipe dream, bro.
To quickly chime in by shouting, "Who would have guessed, right? Because just when you thought that this mortal couldn't be any more interesting, he goes and pulls this attack from out of nowhere. Now, how much more can this black lizard be able to take beyond
the black lizard?
I will say that by watching the destroyer mortal beat this creature down like this is very entertaining." To which upon mastered Ultra Ego Vegeta now being shown teleporting in front of Black Frieza as Frieza was making his way towards Vegeta, was when Frieza then went on to shout, "Oh, it's a trap, and he launched
It's a
me
trap.
upwards on purpose. And so, what's he planning? I have
Hey,
to
man, just
hurry
put
and
them hands
attack
up.
him now before he tries to do the same to me. Oh, what choice do I even have here? I have to try, and so what was it? How did it go? Damn you! Oh yes,
What
yes.
you mean?
Now, thank you, Goku.
No, he.
Now perish
No,
with
this
the
nigga
blinding
didn't.
light of your fellow Saiyans attack.
Not this nigga doing Kamehameha, bro. Bro, make up your own shit, bro. Ah, damn, Frieza. Bro, that's still on 7 y'all life right now.
Dashing towards the Kamehameha was when Vegeta then went on to shout, "Just look at how desperate you are."
That's what I'm saying.
Kakarot's Kamehameha will do anything to stop me. Well, bring it. I'll show you how meaningless your efforts truly are, Vegeta.
That shot of you.
Stolen attacks will never work on someone as experienced as me. In which, shockingly enough, within that moment with Vegeta being shown having to smash right through
That shit out of here, bro.
was when Frieza went on to respond, "Oh, he's coming, and my attack did nothing.
Not a damn
There
thing.
must be more to that serum that I've taken than what I'm using now, and so I have to try, or else he'll just keep coming." I was instructed by my men, and with the data I've collected, that I need to relax in order to move freely. Oh, it has to work. It's my one and only shot if I hope to
If
get
this
rid of him
nigga
for
again
good.
taps
Oh,
into
come
Ultra
on,
Instinct.
Loki, teach it to me. How did you do it against Jiren? How
No
are you
way.
able to relax your spirits? Breathe and become one with the universe. The ultimate power of the gods shall be mine to also have.
No, this nigga don't deserve that power, bruh. He didn't earn that shit.
Body to move on its own, to focus and let go. Frieza continues.
Oh,
As
shit.
I was told, grant me this power so that I may rule over everything forever. To which seconds later,
This
from out of
nigga.
nowhere, to the shock and dismay of everyone having to oversee
No,
this,
this
when
nigga
Frieza's
didn't,
body was
bro.
now beginning to slowly but surely move on its own in avoiding Vegeta's attack, with Beerus having to then shout, "Wait a second now, just hold on, what? Did he just... Whis, did you see that too?"
Bruh,
"Oh,
no,
dear,
he didn't.
yes."
Yeah, oh dear.
Whis
Oh dear.
responds, "And this comes just as much of a shock to you as it does with me, with even Vegeta responding,
Oh dear.
What? But that's impossible. What was that what I think it was?" In which, shockingly enough, with Master Ultra Ego Vegeta now shown attempting to strike Frieza again, only this
This
time for Frieza to
nigga.
be shown avoiding each and every single one of Vegeta's punches, was when Akuma then went on to chime in, "Hold on there, that can't be possible for a mortal to effortlessly be shown obtaining and using. Did this Frieza manage to tap into using the power of Ultra Instinct?" With the Grand Priest responding, "Why yes, I'm afraid, but it's not something that Frieza was able to learn on his own, so it likely comes directly from the serum that he's taken, but I do wonder if he knows how to use it and how to control it," as even a shocked Goku went on to respond,
This nigga.
"Whoa, you've got to be kidding me.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
see it, but I just can't believe it.
This
Frieza
nigga
was
using
able
Ultra
to tap
Instinct,
into
bruh.
using Ultra Instinct on top of this black form of his? Wait, but something seems to be off with the way he's handling it, so could it be?" To which, in the meantime, as Black Frieza was now
He
shown
didn't
having to
earn this
uppercut
bitch,
Vegeta
bruh.
before being shown having to knock him down below, was when Beerus went on to then chime back in, "But that can't be right. Frieza is far from calm and relaxed to be capable of using such a technique, so that's cheating."
Sure, you
Interesting,
can.
Whis went on to then respond, "For it's like it was when Moro copied Maris and able to use his Ultra Instinct, but I want you to look a little closer, my lord. Do you see it too?" With Beerus responding, "See what? What are you trying to have me so? Now I see
This
it,
nigga Beerus,
Whis.
bruh.
Interesting, for it's as I thought it was," with Yoshido chiming in, "So even the lizard is able to wield Ultra Instinct now? These mortals, I tell you. But I will say that it only makes me want to fight them all the more they continue to surprise me with these tricks that they keep playing." Yes, and while the serum might have allowed Frieza into a glimpse of being able to use the power of Ultra Instinct briefly, the Grand Priest went on to chime in, "It's clear that he doesn't possess the knowledge or the discipline to truly make this into being what becomes a part of him forever, and that much you will see." To which, in the meantime, when then going back to
Ain't gonna
Frieza
last
and seeing
long.
Frieza about to use another one of Granola's techniques against Vegeta, was when Frieza then went on to
Copycat
comment,
having ass
"This
nigga,
oughta
bro.
finish
He
you
not
off,
Kakashi.
or at least at the bare minimum knock you you right back down to size and out of that egregious destroyer form, Saiyan. You made one very fatal mistake before engaging against me, Vegeta. This is not going to be my execution, it's going to be yours, and it'll come by my hands, just as it's always been since the very beginning. In which with Frieza now being shown having to rain down a storm of energy blast on Vegeta was to respond. There's just no way that this slimy little sneaky Frieza was able to actually tap into using that level of power.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I understand this.
He shouldn't have been able to gain any sort of access into being able to wield it. Well, about that, the Grand Priest then went on to quickly respond. Now, although it's a little tough to say at the moment, we are either moments away from witnessing a true spectacle take place or an absolute tragedy unfold. As Frieza then went on to respond, I can't believe it. What an incredibly indescribable and amazing power. What I just experienced is almost intoxicating for me to bear. And so this was what the power of Ultra Instinct feels like. And with the way my body had just moved freely on its own like that, it's almost too good for it to be true, but I've finally done it. Well, what are the odds, Vegeta? Now, who would have seen this coming, especially now that I am able to wield such power?
Oh my God.
I've always been a cut above the rest in this pathetic universe, and this here only goes as far as to prove as to why that is. And here you thought that I wasn't going to take you down, Vegeta. Well, tell me then, who's laughing now, you filthy monkey? Oh, the delicious irony, wouldn't you agree? And with Vegeta finally out of my way and knocked unconscious, this now just brings us both back right to where it all began.
if he about to spaz out like Goku did.
Goku. Ultra Instinct versus Ultra Instinct.
You don't want that.
True battle of the universe's mightiest. Only your fate's already been sealed.
You don't want that.
God monkey.
Boy, you don't want that.
If you thought that I was dangerous before, just you wait until I start using your own Ultra Instinct power against you. So shall we then? I've been looking forward to this for a very long time, and I couldn't think of a better way to end your life than by using your very own power against you, and I can't wait for it.
You gonna keep waiting?
Let's do this, circus monkey. Who will it be that will make the first move here, you or me? With Goku then responding, first of all, whoever said that you were able to now use Ultra Instinct permanently here, Frieza, you're delusional to think that a power like that can be so easily stolen and mastered in battle with the way you're putting it. And
facts. Talk to him.
I was your opponent. As far as I'm concerned, you're not out of the woods just yet, and so you might want to take a look down beneath you and see it for yourself, Frieza. Your fight with Vegeta is very much far from over, and deep down, you know this isn't over between you both. And if you don't believe me, well then look down. With Frieza questioning, what did you just say? What do you mean by I'm not able to use it permanently? According to who, Saiyan? And what are you babbling about for me to look down for? Vegeta's already... No, but I saw him go down. And I saw him hit the ground and not fly back up and attacking me. So then how am I able to still sense his energy rising like this? He couldn't have taken an attack like that and just stand back up as though nothing happened. To which surprisingly enough, back down beneath the smoke as Vegeta was now shown having to rise back up was when Vegeta
my goat.
Respond, you know, I'll give you
my goat.
Frieza, which is something that you will never hear me say, but for a moment there, I actually felt those attacks of yours. But unfortunately for you, it wasn't enough, and I'm still standing. I've let you live long enough only so that you can truly understand the magnitude of your failures and to further show you on how inferior you truly are compared to me, you scum. Did you truly think, even for a moment, that someone like you would be able to wield and use the power of the angels without losing sight of the importance behind what it takes to use it.
That's what I'm saying.
Continuing to fool yourself, Frieza.
Delusional.
I could have massacred you the moment we started fighting, but I held back on purpose, Frieza. And I held back because I wanted you to truly see firsthand and understand that you will never be my equal no matter how hard you try and best me. And here you thought that you were actually winning. What a joke. You better hold on to whatever's
Nah, bro,
left
playing
of
with
your
this nigga, bro.
pride, mighty Emperor, because it's the only thing that you have left. Holding back against you was a choice. I wanted to give you a sense of false hope in allowing for you to think that you were winning when you never were. And seeing the fear in your eyes right now makes it all worth doing. But I don't understand. Why was
Impossible.
I then only able to use Goku's ability to wield Ultra Instinct momentarily and not be able to keep it? Oh, what did you do to me, Vegeta? The serum should
Not a
have
damn
granted me
thing.
full control over it. And so why can't I use it against you right now when I need it? Why is it gone? And that's the price you pay for allowing your arrogance to speak for you, Frieza. That serum you've injected into your body is likely very volatile now that it's coursing through your veins. And do you want to know why that is, you worm? Because you're trying to achieve a natural evolution by relying solely on stolen power in order to reach it.
That's what I'm saying. Talk to
Fury
him.
within me that not even the gods have seen, and you are now left without any way out. Your
It's up, bro.
destruction will be marked as a testament to the strength of my will to bring about and restore both honor and glory to my fallen warrior race, Frieza. And there will be nothing of you that will remain, neither here or in Otherworld. And for that, I vow in the name of my father, my race, and my Saiyan people that I will obliterate you once and for all, Frieza!
Crash out. It's up.
Having to make his way towards
World.
Frieza was when Beerus then went on to shout, "That's right, Vegeta!
There's time.
Destroy that worthless excuse for
There's
life and
time.
carve your name into the history books by liberating yourself of the decades of pain that Frieza has caused. Annihilate him by using everything you've learned, and don't you dare stop until there is nothing left of him remaining.
It will be done.
Saiyan?
It will be done, my master.
Having to do because with Vegeta now being shown having to unleash a fury.
Ooh, sure you can. Oh my God.
To chime in, this looks to be it from what I can tell, and the Destroyer Saiyan appears to be going all out by leaving nothing behind in order to succeed.
That nigga eyes not dilated, bro. Oh shit.
To somehow tap back into using Ultra Instinct, he's finished. With Sekiro responding, "It's just as I thought. I was able to foresee the coming danger that was, only to look deeper and seeing that Frieza was simply incapable of managing to maintain such a power, and it backfired. And with his body falling apart along with his mental concentration fading, there will be no escape from what's about to happen in a few moments." Well, Beerus, it looks like your student has finally done it, and in a very successful and very impressive fashion too. And so,
Yep.
well
That's the
played.
GOAT right there.
Vegeta did, of course, learn from one of the best after all, to which upon Vegeta now shown getting behind Black Frieza was when Vegeta then went on to shout, "You could never extinguish the fire that continues to burn within my heart. You never had the strength to win, and you never will." Vegeta now being shown having to completely blast Frieza now from behind was when Vegeta then went on to
Blue's
continue,
back out.
"And despite having all of this so-called power, you were always known to have ruled through fear and vengeance, and where did that get you? You never stood for anything greater than your own selfish, arrogant-driven self-interest, which is exactly why you will die as a result of it. And I find it quite amusing that you would claim to know real power, but watch. Allow me to now show you what true power feels like. The final chapter of your miserable life will be written by me. As this now look to be it? Because with the gigantic
Is
shock
this
that
it?
now shown having to emanate with everyone having to observe this was when Budo then went on to respond, took that mortal long enough, but at least he was now able to get whatever amount of suffering that he could out of this Frieza before finishing him. Such fascinating creatures that these Universe 7 mortals here are, with Akuma responding, I second that. And for a mortal warrior to bear a power that rivals or even surpasses that of a god of destruction like this, and is able to use its destructive nature so easily, is to be acknowledged. With Beerus then responding,
yeah, give my nigga his flowers, bro. Give my goat his flowers. Ooh, that nigga Frieza cooked, cuz.
And so now this just leaves one thing left to be done. Because
nigga, that's the only student.
Dropping back down into losing his black form, Frieza is without a chance in
that
the
nigga
world here unless he is able to somehow escape. But I doubt that that will be the case.
That nigga went back. He went back to base. That nigga is cooked.
And there
That,
it is. Vegeta went on to
well, not even base.
An
What?
arrogant tyrant now reduced to nothing more than a dying, whimpering little lizard.
That
at
nigga
my
is
feet.
cooked.
This was never meant to happen. This
Yes, it
way.
was, bro. You had a pipe dream, bro, and you brought your brother into this shit.
Vegeta,
Oh my god.
Just hold on for just a moment. Don't. Oh no, you don't, you little worm.
Nah, he said, don't, please. Ain't you say you about to kill my wife and enslave my kids? Nigga, fuck you. I didn't say that. Boss, fuck you.
You and I are already well beyond the point of
What the hell?
return.
Oh, hell no.
Shout. This was what you wanted, didn't you? How many times have you returned hoping to destroy us only to fail? And so not only will you fail like you failed before, but this is going to be the last time that you ever try it again.
Ain't his fourth time? It's up, bro.
Face, with the exception of Bulma's cooking, of course. Then by watching one of our own eradicate those who wish to play the role of God in this universe. And that is quite honestly something that I cannot and will not stand for, especially after learning about what Frieza had wanted to do if he had his way, with the Grand Priest responding, relying on external sources for power such as the serum that Frieza was shown having to take will
That
always
nigga
result
is
in
cooked,
impermanence,
bro.
but
Look
I
at
will
him.
say, to see Vegeta, a mere mortal Saiyan, display qualities that some of our very own gods of destruction have yet to fully embrace is very eye-opening. The art of destruction isn't just about raw power, the Grand Priest continues, but it's about intent, purpose, and resolve, and Vegeta's spirit mirrors that even more than some of the other destroyers.
That's what I'm saying. Give my goat his flowers, bro. Yeah.
Vegeta then went on to continue, look how the mighty have fallen from their thrones.
Hey. Kill that nigga, bro. Don't let him blow the planet.
Revisited and given back to you tenfold. You were looking to be revered across the multiverse as the one true Omni King and ruler of all, but watching you roll around on the ground like this, struggling to fight for your very life, is just another reminder of the universe's imperfections. Wait, Vegeta,
Don't let him know.
This. Just take a look at how pathetic your existence continues.
Not you crawling
to be,
away like a
Tyrant.
bitch.
As if crawling anywhere will save you, Vegeta continues.
Did he grab him by his tail?
There is no corner in this universe that you can try and crawl into that I won't be able to
It's
find
GG.
you in, you coward. Well, talk about cutting the tension, eh? Yoshido then went on to respond. This is all now starting to get a whole lot darker than what it just was, with all of the chaos and such. And quite honestly, I just can't get enough of it. Hey,
You feel
Lizard
me?
Man, you're
Not
not
Lizard
just
Man.
going to let that Saiyan do this to you and
Nah,
get
bro,
away
trying to
with it
instigate,
all,
bro. Oh my
you?
god, this shit
I
stupid.
have to try and make a break for it while I still can. But Vegeta, on the other
That nigga
hand,
by
was
his
by
tail,
no
bro.
means going to allow for Frieza to crawl away and letting this happen.
Frieza,
The moment
Frieza,
Vegeta
Frieza.
was from there shown having to grab onto Frieza's tail and being shown having to drag him back was when Vegeta then went on to continue. I don't think so.
Where you going?
Running away, Frieza? And here I thought that you were above such cowardice, and yet look at you.
Look at you.
Oh, how the times have changed, haven't they? You're no warrior, Frieza, and and you never were.
That's what I'm
You
saying, bro.
think
Talking
I'd
about
forget
honor?
all
Hell
the
no.
things that you've done to me? Not a chance, especially since I knew that one day you'd be back for us, just as you've said it yourself before. And
Exact.
so I knew
He
that
told
in
y'all.
my heart that whenever that day would come to where you did was going to be the day when I'd be standing in your way to finish what you had started a long time ago. You used to revel in our pain and rejoice in our suffering, and now look at where you are. How does it feel to be on the receiving end of the very same agony that we all felt all those decades ago, Frieza? History will forever remember this moment as the mighty emperor who ruled with an iron fist, who was then brought to his knees to beg for his life, but
Vegeta,
not
don't let
by
that man
an
blow up the planet,
army,
bro.
but by a single Saiyan's unwavering resolve to have you pay for everything you've done, Frieza. And whatever is left of your dying legacy will be one of a tyrant who was brought down to his knees by the very race that he sought out to extinguish. How ironic. We are all alone now, Frieza, just you and me as fate had intended. No Ultra Instinct, no army, no King Cold, no Cooler, and through your family's absence, there will be no one left
Not
who will
nothing.
mourn you. Get your disgusting leg off of me, Saiyan. How could you stand there and be so foolish as to celebrate a delusional victory prematurely? Have you already forgotten on who I am at my very core? Frieza then went on to question. Have you already forgotten on just how far I'd go to get something done? No matter how dire
about to blow the planet.
circumstances are,
I'll try
I
to.
always find a way to survive. I've defined death many times before, and this too will be no different. So how could you possibly know?
I don't know about that, fam.
I'm so sure, Vegeta then went on to question. How could I
literally died
possibly
twice.
know? It's simple. The fear that I see when I look into your eyes paints a picture of absolute certainty. I've made sure to study you for many, many years, and I've come to understand you a lot better than how you may understand yourself. Lord Beerus told me about the time where he instructed you to destroy planet Vegeta, but even before his orders were passed down, you were going to eradicate my people anyways, whether you were told to or not. And so there is far more for you to pay up for than you realize, Fallen Emperor, with Frieza then responding, and just who exactly do you think you are to be telling me on what I'd have to pay for, monkey? You, Prince Vegeta, a cold-blooded and ruthless killer, wants to condemn me for my actions? Never, you ridiculous buffoon. For you and I both know that I'm not done. I swore on everything that I stand for to seize the day and wipe you all out for good, and I will fall behind in upholding my vows. But maybe, just maybe, you might have forgotten on just how far I'd go to ensure that I get
he about to try to blow up the
something that I
planet.
want done to be done.
Vegeta!
Ask yourself, do you truly believe that there are certain lines that I surely wouldn't dare to cross?
I
To
won't put it
achieve
past
my
this
end
nigga.
game, there is
Period.
no line that I won't cross and no risk that I won't take if
I
it
just say
means
period?
achieving
Oh my
my
God.
goals. And if I intend to live and fight another day, then all that would mean is that I will have to risk it all, including my own life, to make sure that yours and Goku's ends forever.
Oh,
So
shit.
you, along with every living creature who walks the face of this planet today, can
Oh,
all go
shit.
to hell without me, Saiyan. In which, from out of nowhere, similar to the events that have transpired during Resurrection, after
damn.
Frieza now being shown placing his hand down onto the ground, was when Frieza was essentially looking to annihilate the entire planet as a whole, but by no means was Vegeta going to allow for this to happen, because with Vegeta now being shown having to clutch onto
Where you
Frieza's
going?
arm was when Vegeta then went on to respond, like hell if I'd allow for that to happen over my cold and lifeless
Hey, gossip
body,
late.
you won't. Well, talk about a close call there, huh? Yoshido then went on to comment, say, was that psychopath down there actually about to set himself into a cold oblivion if it meant taking out the entire planet along with him?
Yes.
What an idiot.
Yes, he
Does
was.
not know that the rest rest of us would easily survive. To which, in the meantime, with Vegeta now
Must be nice
to create an energy blade in his hand by lifting up Frieza by his arm, was when Vegeta then went on to comment, "You've always been a snake for as long as I've known you. You managed to slip by and get away with destroying planet Vegeta and every Saiyan on it, but you aren't going to snake your way into getting away with destroying this planet too. You've sown the seeds of your own destruction, Frieza. Now
finish him,
watch as they
Vegeta."
consume you." To which, as Vegeta was now shown completely having to cut apart Frieza's hand, was when Vegeta then went on to continue, "This is in the name of every Saiyan who perished along with the entirety of what we called home on planet Vegeta." Yes, excellent, Beerus then went on to quickly shout. "This was the mindset that I wanted you to uphold, Vegeta. This was what I wanted for him to be like if he wanted to learn under a god of destruction." To which, with Frieza now being shown having to once again collapse on down to his knees and scream,
"What's wrong, Frieza?"
Then went on to continue, "How does it feel to be left this vulnerable, Frieza? To know that you are at the mercy of another. I want you to reflect on that, because that's exactly what it was that my people had to experience before you destroyed them. You were so distant from reality that you actually believed that no one could
Cut that
touch
nigga.
you.
Damn.
You
Cut his arm
believed
off.
that you were so powerful and so wise that you couldn't be defeated no matter what it was that anyone was able to do. Well, look
Delusion.
at how wrong you were, Frieza. And as once my people fell, so falls the almighty emperor of the universe. You don't deserve the chance to continue to live. You've lost that privilege a very long time
Nigga, I
ago.
told you at birth. At birth, that nigga lost that.
It's a bitter pill
Soon he was
to
born.
swallow, isn't it? The realization that you are
Pause,
not as
nigga.
invincible as you thought is starting
You
to
a nigga who about to chin like that,
slowly
bro?
eat away at your very
Come
core,
on.
Vegeta continues. You've always believed
That's not
that
masculine.
you are above any and all possible consequences to your actions, but just take a look at how wrong you were. It's absolutely pathetic. You never showed mercy to any of my people, including those who never stood to oppose you, but only did what you had demanded for them to do, only to be destroyed in the end. So why should I show you any mercy when you were never shown doing the same for any of them? I could never, Frieza. Look at me, you coward. Do you even recall the names of all of those races that you've extinguished or tried to do in your past? Or were they simply all just
Look at me,
numbers
bitch.
to you?
I'm talking to you.
Saiyans, Namekians, Sorelians, Earthlings, and thousands of other races had to watch and endure the pain that you were shown having to put all of them through. You're a cruel and heartless monster, Vegeta continues. Your empire was once very vast, but it was built on the backs and on the bones of those whom you've enslaved. And my people were no exception. You made me into this, Frieza. You created the monster that you see staring back at you, and now you're scared. You left scars on me that will never heal, Frieza.
Did he slap that
Wounds
nigga?
that are a constant reminder of the carnage that you left behind. I was but a child, and yet you robbed me of my destiny because you were scared. You have stolen everything, and you left me with nothing behind. My father did all that he could, and you slaughtered him. But
It'll
even
show
in
you,
death,
King.
his legacy and the legacy of our mighty warrior race still lives within
He did slap
me.
that nigga.
That's something that you
The
can never
disrespect.
destroy, no matter how many times you try and do
I ain't gonna
it
lie,
to
Frieza. Me
annoy
personally,
pile
bro,
of
I don't wanna take
trash.
that.
And for you to
Not even from my
dare
goat.
speak on my family the way you did is something that you will never live to regret, you
I like, but anyway,
weakling.
but
even then,
he does
despite
deserve it,
Vegeta
though.
being shown having to slap Frieza around, by no means was Frieza going to back down, as Frieza then went on to quickly respond, "Oh, the hell with your stupid family, Saiyan. If you wish to fight on behalf of your dead people, then why don't you go and join them in the afterlife?" To which, from out of nowhere, as soon as Frieza had now attempted to death beam Vegeta across the face from point blank range, was when Frieza then
Really,
went on to
nigga?
continue, "As if I care on what what you had to go through, monkey. But as expected, this itself did not work, as through the smoke, that was when Vegeta went on to then respond, "You always resort to deception, don't you? Your cowardice knows no bounds, even when staring death in the face. Your actions reek of desperation, and it's a sign that you know what's coming, don't you? And that's because you're scared. And just like the arm you've lost, this arm will now go too."
Damn.
The moment Vegeta was then
Oh nah, he picking him apart, bro.
It was when Vegeta then went on to continue, "I want to hear you scream for mercy. Now beg, you fool. Beg for your life to be spared, just as those had once begged you to do the same. It hurts knowing the truth, doesn't it, Frieza? You will never know peace, because once I'm done with you, there will be nothing left of your twisted legacy."
Bestie, what you come over here, but Bestie? I ain't time with that peace shit, bro. Fuck peace. I want problems. Always. Always.
Battles on planet Namek to Earth and even Granola's homeworld, I will make you suffer for it all. Now beg before your maker, Frieza. Do it. Beg for mercy before I start tearing deeper into you. And so now do it right now. But then it was only to the shock of everyone
Bestie
there,
pulled up, bro.
Ultra Instinct Goku was now shown teleporting behind Vegeta and grabbing onto his shoulder by then responding.
Vegeta, man, get your bestie, bro.
Vegeta, this isn't like you. This is not who you are at your very core, so don't stoop down to his level like this. He's had enough. What's Goku doing? Is he
I don't know,
crazy
man.
or what? Beerus then went on to quickly shout. Is he trying to talk Vegeta out of this or what? With the Grand Priest then responding, well, that was unexpected, but hold on now. Let's just see where this goes, because now I'm intrigued. I understand your pain and where it is that you're coming from, but this is not the way, Vegeta. You are better than this. There's nothing that Frieza could possibly do to win here, and so the day is yours, Goku continues. The best form of revenge is showing Frieza that he hasn't broken you, that you've risen above the horrors
I thought about to say mercy.
through. I get it, Vegeta. Your history, your pain, but you've won. Frieza is in no position to defend himself, and so this is not the way. With an angry Vegeta then responding, how dare you try and stop me, Kakarot? Did you already forget the things that he's put us through? Get a grip and wake up, Kakarot. Take a good hard look at who we're dealing with here. How many more times must we go through this nightmare with him, Kakarot? How many more times must we watch as he tries to destroy everything that we love? He enslaved our entire race and treated us as mere tools for his ambitions, and you want me to let all of that go? Never, Kakarot.
Never.
I told you that this would happen ever since the day that you decided to bring him back for that tournament of power. And since then, he had seen everything. And after seeing everything with his own eyes, that was when he knew that he wanted to have everything. So how could we just stand there and allow for that to potentially happen? I warned you that he would return even before we fought Broly, but you still didn't get it and offered to let him go. And even despite the fact of when I warned you that he could one day possibly return with
Man, how tired this nigga, bro?
you were still so carefree about his
Forget what your
return.
bestie talking
So
about,
for
bro.
once in your
How tired this
life,
nigga,
put
bro.
aside your naive hope for change and see Frieza for the threat that he truly is.
Exactly,
And
bro.
if he is allowed to be kept alive,
That's
then
our
there's
ultimate
no telling
out, bro.
on what he will try and do the next time we see him, Kakarot. Frieza's very existence is a danger to all life that is not worth gambling on, and so the only way for this to end is for him to be erased forever.
How tired this
Don't
nigga?
stand by and watch as history repeats itself if Frieza is allowed to leave, Kakarot. He's crossed the line for the last time, and if you wish to let this monster go, then you'll have to get through me in order to do it. Do you understand? Take a good hard look at him and see it for yourself. He isn't going to change, and for that matter, matter, he will
Facts,
never
bruh.
change, Kakarot. The only difference between what happens then and what happens now is his destruction, Kakarot. You've given this freak one too many chances before.
That's what I'm saying.
I will not stand here and watch you give him another. Look into my eyes and tell me that I'm lying, Kakarot. You know this bastard won't stop until we are both dead. As Frieza then went on to address Goku by then responding, surely you don't believe him now, do you, Goku?
Nah, he trying to play on Goku shit, bro.
The value of change, don't you? So give me the chance to then show you by letting me go, Frieza then surprisingly continues.
Nigga, he like 2 chances.
Now, aren't I? And so if you allow for this to happen, and if you
He trying to play on Goku's kindness of my bro
then
heart, bro.
who will ever be there to challenge you and push you to your limits?
My bestie,
Who will ever
right
be
beside
there to
me.
give you the fight that you Saiyans just so desperately desire. You need me, Goku.
I got the top 5 up there watching them niggas.
It seems like
I got
Frieza's
Whis.
trying to play into Goku's kindness as
Exactly.
a method of trying to escape, with Beerus then responding, "You've got to be kidding me, and of all the people that he would try and manipulate, he picked the best one too. Oh, the hell with this. I will not have that bastard try and sway Goku's mindset into allowing for him to be set free." But then, it was only just when the Grand Priest was now shown having to stop Beerus was when the Grand Priest went on to respond, "You will remain where you are, mighty destroyer, and let this play out as fate had intended for it to be. We will wait and see what this Saiyan will choose." As Frieza then went on to continue, "Just think about all that can be done if you let me go, Goku. I know that deep down you want for me to live because you know that I am the perfect person to help drive you in battle. And so you know it to be true. And if
This
you
nigga.
decide to let me go, then I promise never to come back onto this planet ever again. Instead, we will do battle elsewhere, I promise. Remember how we once stood side by side against Jiren and won? There's a certain poetic beauty to all of that, don't you think?
Nigga, that was a one-time
I
thing.
know you want to, and you know that deep down, I am the ultimate driving force that pushes you into becoming the strongest that you can possibly be, Saiyan. So what do you say? Please let me go, and I promise never to come back onto this planet
Man,
ever
Bob.
again. As
Goku,
then went on to
hit that
respond,
ball,
you
fuck
truly
you.
do have a way with words, especially when you try and twist them to better suit your own agenda, Frieza.
Oh,
And
what?
although I wish the circumstances were a bit different, you are honestly too far gone and simply too dangerous to be kept around any longer, Frieza. Goku surprisingly went on to then respond. I tried looking past your evil ways twice before, but you
That's what I'm
showed me
saying.
that you are just simply unwilling to change for the better. And it's not because you can't, but it's because you don't want to. Every time I've let you go, I've hoped that you'd find a better path to walk down, but each time that we end up running into you, nothing changes and you only continue to prove me wrong. With Frieza then shockingly responding, "What? But that's not true. You can't do this."
Nigga, we got you in 4K.
Way here with me, Saiyan. This is not like you. With Goku then
Oh, my nigga
responding,
evolved,
"You
nigga."
say that this is unlike of me to do, but you're failing to forget that I've given you quite a few chances before. You yourself even once said that I was simply too soft to actually go through with making all of the toughest calls, remember? Well, maybe it's time that I am the one who ends up proving you wrong here, Frieza. And I do honestly wish that things were actually different with you, but even while you were trapped in hell, you still had it out in ending me and Vegeta despite being held in place.
That
and given a
nigga was
chance to
doing mental
reflect.
training, killing your ass, bro. That nigga, boy, training nigga in hell trying to kill you, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
But
man.
instead
It's over,
of all
bro.
of this, you still decided to use that time in only thinking about destroying us. I'm sorry.
Imagine still trying to kill a
Frieza, but
nigga and
left
you already
me with
dead, bro.
no other
It's
choice,
crazy.
And this time you've gone
Uh-oh.
too far with your actions for
Do
me
it,
to
bestie.
look the other way, Goku
Finish him.
continues. And so whatever you're
Uh-oh.
about to do, try and make it quick, Vegeta. To which upon Goku now being shown having to step away was when Vegeta then went on to respond.
Well, look at
would you
that. Look at that, for real,
It
though.
seems like your heart hasn't gone too soft on me after all. Finally, at least now you are able to see the truth, and don't you worry one bit, Kakarot. I'll make sure that this ends now.
It's finally
It
time.
has been sealed, Frieza, and you are left with nothing and no one at your side. As Frieza then went on to shout, "Wait, no! Where are you going? Get back here, you monkey! You can't let Vegeta do this! You need me, you brainless animal! You can't let this always be my end, so come back and tell him to stand down.
No, I don't think I will.
Saying you need me, Goku. Your reign of terror ends now. This is retribution for every life that you've extinguished, all of the Saiyans that you mercilessly slaughtered, and all of the worlds in which you've
Finish it, Vegeta.
It's time that you faced your final judgment, and this time you will never return. And don't ever dream of resurrecting again, because unlike before, this time you will cease to exist, never to be seen or brought back ever again. On my honor and on my pride, this is where you will be erased. With Frieza then shouting,
no more resurrections this time.
Don't do this! Just listen to me, don't do it!
He was just talking cast on his shit, bro.
Wait, don't do it!
Nick, ball, fuck you and your pipe dream.
To which within that very moment, as Frieza's body was now beginning to vibrate before being shown to be erased, was when Frieza then went on to shout, No! What are you doing? No, my body! Vegeta, no! This can't be the end! Don't do this, Saiyan! Please spare me!
It's too late now, nigga.
Don't do this!
Yeah, he really begging, please don't, please!
This was the
Please!
This
nigga begging, bro. Goodbye, nigga.
Goodbye, Frieza. As this was now finally it, because with Vegeta now shown having to successfully be able to Hakai Frieza from existence, Vegeta went on to chime in.
Nope. Where we at? 106. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to stop it on that cliffhanger, bro. Of him killing Frieza, bro. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, bro. Nah, I'm about to say. You know what I'm saying? I think Goku was like, nah, bro, what you doing, bro? Just kill him, bro. He done. It's over with. I think Goku was like, okay, bro, he won. You won, he lost. You know what I'm saying? Just end this nigga, bro. I don't think he was trying to like, hey, spare him. I'm like, if he said spare that nigga, bro, I'm like, bro, fuck you. I'm like, Vegeta, man, get your bestie, bro. He tripping. I caught that nigga. But will we ever see that one day? Will we ever see Vegeta actually Hakai Frieza? Maybe. I'm saying for that to happen. Dragon Ball has to come back. And I know Dragon Ball going through some bullshit right now, so behind the scenes and shit at Toei and whatnot, Shueisha, I believe, or what. They keep playing. But anyway, now the two lizard men are dead. You know what I'm saying? My goat got his justice. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, look at him smiling, bro. Look at him like he like finally. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, bro. But he wants to go win anyway. Like all this was a pipe dream. Like why would you do this? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, 106. Okay, let's make sure. 106.48. But like, why would you do this? Like, even after all they did, bro. In the fusion too, on top of that, they was still under Budo after all of this. It is ridiculous. And then on top of that, when Goku got his angel form, it was GG's. Y'all lucky, bro. Then, you know what I'm saying? He brand new to this. It's crazy. Then you gonna bring your brother into this shit. Put him into this hot ass water and whatnot. Now he dead. You know what I'm saying? He could have stood up in this goddamn cave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Doing what? Looking at the wall or some shit. I don't know. Just thinking of a better life. Oh my god. Oh my god. But there are no more. The serum didn't do shit. He got Ultra Instinct for like 10 seconds. Briefly. But damn, this power is intoxicating. But never earned it. Oh my god, that was like the worst part too. Look, these niggas using moves from the squad and shit. It's like, ugh. It's like, ugh, brother, ugh. Like, Frieza doing Kamehameha, don't ever that shit ever in your life, Frieza. Ugh. Didn't earn none of that shit. Anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the video up with a like. You know what I'm saying? 43K. And subscribe. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below. I'm all this gonna later. This shit. Follow me on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel, link in the description. You know what I mean? And of course, subscribe to Alex, get up to 2 million. He did say he was gonna continue this shit. When this was 11 months ago. I don't think I've seen a playlist after this. I don't know. We're all doing Mono. Mono is heating up. This nigga in Universe 7, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? After this, I don't know. Might do the return of Goku Black. Or the other god Destructions that came back. I might do that shit too. That looked cool and interesting too. But yeah, y'all let me know. But anyway, love y'all. I'll see y'all the next one. For the actual finale. Yeah, I was saying part 2. Peace.